Hello everyone, my name is Sachin Marawar and welcome to the part 1 of the GIM and Windows STAP deployment session. Please pause the video and go through the disclaimer. Let's take a quick look at the agenda. We will begin with an overview of GIM, the Guardium Installation Manager, to understand what it is. Next, we will explore how the GIM communicates within the Guardium ecosystem, including the ports and protocols involved. All this we will do in the part 1. In the part 2, we will cover the STAP, a software agent that plays a key role in monitoring database activity. We will then go over the installation prerequisites to ensure everything is in place before deploying the STAP. Following that, we will move into more demonstrations to see these components in action. Before we move to understand what's GIM, please give a few seconds to read through these terms. GIM agent, it's the collection of Perl scripts run on each managed database server, allowing to connect remotely and manage via GIM server. GIM server, it's a part of the Guardium appliance. This GIM server is used for deploying the GIM bundles and modules, updating the modules and bundles, and even the uninstallation. GIM bundle, this is a .gim extension package that can be deployed with Guardium Installation Manager. Module, it is a subset of a bundle. A .gim package can contain one or more modules or submodules. Example, STAP, CAS, etc. Listener mode, a GIM agent installed on the DB server, but no GIM server is yet managing that GIM agent. That is, no association with any appliance. Standard mode, GIM agent that is associated with a GIM server. What is GIM? IBM Guardium Installation Manager, or GIM, a powerful tool designed to simplify the deployment and maintenance of Guardium components across your enterprise. At its core, GIM is a centralized management system that helps you install, update, and monitor Guardium software on your managed servers. It consists of two main components, GIM Server and GIM Client. GIM Server is installed as a part of your Guardium system, and GIM Client, a lightweight set of Perl scripts that you install on each server you want to monitor. Once the GIM client is installed, it communicates with the GIM server and enables a range of tasks. Checking for software updates, installing or uninstalling Guardium modules like STAP, updating configuration parameters, monitoring and managing running processes. You can interact with GIM through Guardium UI or the command line interface, giving you flexibility based on your operational needs. GIM uses software bundles, files with a .gim extension that package the components you want to deploy. These bundles make it easy to manage installations at scale. Now, if you are managing a large environment, GIM supports up to 4,000 clients from a single Guardium system. You can choose to manage all clients centrally or distribute them across multiple Guardium systems. For even more efficiency, GIM allows you to group clients and perform bulk operations like updates or diagnostics. One of the GIM's standout features is process monitoring. It checks the heartbeat of each installed process every minute and updates the status in the Guardium interface. This ensures a real-time visibility into your data protection infrastructure. In terms of space, 1 GB of space on the Windows OS to accommodate all the GIM modules, including maintaining a copy of the previous and current installed versions, should be good. Once your GIM agent is fully functional on the GIM client, that is the Windows server, in this context, you basically don't need to directly access the server. A rough analogy here is like a puppet show only limited to the GIM bundles. If you were not aware, only an administrator user or a user with administrator privileges can install the GIM. Let's see in the next slide about how does GIM communication happen. The ports that you require are 8445, the GIM client listener, a bidirectional requirement. Any GIM server on either the central manager or the collector can communicate with the GIM client on this port. 8446 is used between the GIM client and the GIM server for authenticated TLS, both directions, and custom kernel upload, and must gather loggers upload as well. If the GIM use SSL is enabled, then the GIM client attempts to communicate its certificate by using the port 8446. Newer product versions have this enabled by default. If port 8446 is not open, then it defaults to 8444, but no certificate is passed. For example, TLS without verification. Now, bidirectional here means data can be sent or received in both directions after the connection is established. So 8081, this is used between the GIM client and the GIM server for non-TLS, but with message signing verification. It is again bidirectional, and this port also allows custom kernel upload, must gather logs upload. In this scenario, the parameter GIM use SSL must be disabled. It's very commonly observed that if these ports aren't open on network, the installation can run into issues. Let's walk through the process of installing the IBM Guardium Installation Manager or GIM client on Windows Server. There are two main installation methods available. First, the interactive installer, which provides a graphical interface and is ideal for manual setups. Second, the silent installation, which is command line based and better suited for automated deployments. The installation process begins by placing the installer on the database server. Then we run the setup.exe file. For silent installations, we use specific parameters like unattended for silent mode, local IP to specify the client's IP address, and optionally appliance to link it to Guardium appliance. The installation log is stored in the C drive by the name IBM Windows GIM.ctl, which can be helpful for troubleshooting if need be, or just for checking the status of installation. Before we begin, we get the GIM installation package from Fix Central. Then we look at the prerequisites. Once that is followed, we proceed towards the installation. The downloaded package of the GIM contains GIM kits and installer zip. So here is the documentation that is recommended to be referred before the installation. Here are the port requirements. Now, the downloaded package of the GIM contains GIM kits and an installer zip. For interactive installation, we will need to unzip the installer zip and locate the setup.exe file. Here is the setup.exe file, and execution of the setup.exe file shall kick off the installation. The installation has been kicked off. We are accepting the terms here and choosing typical type of installation. Provide the local IP or host name of the DB and the Guardium appliance IP address on this standard mode of installation. The Guardium appliance, as discussed earlier, can be a central manager or a collector appliance. So let's wait for the installation to complete. It should be quick. So click the finish button and then we can verify the services list if the GIM shows up over there. Okay, let's refresh the service list. And you can see IBM Guardium Installation Manager service here. You can see the path to the executable. Startup type is automatic. We had also used the Guardium IP address, so let's check on the appliance if the GIM displays in the process monitoring page. So in the GIM process monitor, you can see this entry of the newly installed GIM. So this is a validation that the GIM has installed successfully. Let's do a demonstration of the silent installation. The silent installation technique, as explained earlier, is quite usable if you want to automate. Check the procedure to do so from this official documentation page. Get the needed information like the Guardium appliance IP and the IP address of the DB server handy. Possibly create the command in a notepad before you go ahead. In this demo, I have created the command right at the command prompt. Since it's a silent installation, the only place you can see the noise is the log file. And where is the log file? It's in the C drive and the name of the log is IBM Windows GIM.ctl. So let's create the silent installation command. We have located the setup.exe and gradually adding the unattended, that is a silent installation parameter, local IP address, and then the appliance IP address. Rechecking the syntax, validating the command and executed. So since it is a silent installation, there won't be any feedback on the screen here. And as informed earlier, the only place where the status or any happenings will be showed in the IBM Windows GIM.ctl log file that is in the C drive. So in the GIM process monitor, no activity has yet showed up for that particular Windows GIM client. Let's go and see the log file if it has created. Yes, there it is, IBM Windows GIM.ctl. So far the status says install passed, but we are actually waiting for a trace to appear that is called as finish. the installation has completed successfully. We will keep on checking the IBM Windows gim.ctl log file, though it is not needed, but in case there are any errors, this file can be useful, or else just to check for the status. Okay, looks like it has proceeded ahead, unzipping the installation files. A step ahead, and finally finish the installation has completed successfully. That's the last trace that appears in this log file, and it means the GIM client has installed successfully using the silent installation method. So let's validate in the GIM process monitor GUI screen, and there you go, you can see this Windows GIM client installed successfully. We can check that from the services list as well. IBM Guardium Installation Manager, the status is running. This validation proves that the GIM silent installation is successful. So this demonstration is about uninstallation of GIM agent when there is no module yet deployed via GIM. If you attempt to uninstall the GIM agent that has deployed a STAP or other agents in the environment already, the uninstallation prompts you to uninstall all the deployed agents from the GIM GUI first, and then go for the GIM uninstallation. This uninstallation goes through the add remove programs. Once the screen displays, we are going to search for IBM Guardium GIM agent. Here you go, and then click the uninstall button. It will then ask for a couple of confirmations prior to uninstallation. Uninstallation completes in about less than a minute. Here is confirmation. Uninstallation has kicked off. In pre-uninstallation tasks, it must be checking if there is any agent deployed via this GIM. If not, straightforward uninstallation of the GIM should happen. Okay, the application is no more found in the apps and features here. We can use services again to validate IBM Guardium Installation Manager has gone off from this list. That's another validation of the uninstallation completion. In the part 2, we will look into the STAP installation and uninstallation.